right, what's good? What's good? What's good? We're live. Market's open. Gold on the 4-hour looks pretty good at the moment. Checking out the 4-hour right now. Market opened. It's pushed up a bit. Sitting above $4,300 right now. And we're getting that nice 4-hour flip at the moment. Something I talked about a little bit earlier today. I'm in some buys around 43.05 in that area. If you're on the stream I did earlier today, I mentioned like 43.05, 4300 area. Yeah, gold came down. I'm thinking we could maybe go up from here. Looking at the 4-hour, it looks pretty good. This 4-hour candle closes in 2 hours, like 2 hours and 11 minutes. So if this one closes bullish, it has 2 hours of movement left. I think the next 4-hour could go up now. Maybe the next 4-hour even provides like an entry if this one closes bullish. Like the next 4-hour could try to like wick down, maybe back to 43.05. I have a trade here that's literally at 43.05. Market could still try to come back, consolidate this candle. This candle still has time on it. But if in like the next 2 hours, this candle can stay bullish, like close bullish, stay bullish overall, then maybe that could set some movement up for the next candlestick after. So there's still 2 hours of price movement left on the candle, so it'll probably consolidate or just fluctuate up and down. I don't know if this candlestick will make an entire push, but this one looks good at the moment. The market did wick down below $4,300 today, and then or yesterday's candle, and then it closed back above 4,300. So I'm thinking this is the low, and this low is gonna hold. Came up, made this high. Retracement. Maybe we get another leg like that up. We get this push up. Another push up happening. Potentially. Could play the area. Like, it doesn't just have to go up right now. Like, price could always still come back and play this area, like this range. The low. We have this low. We have this high. You can see a nice move up that made the low to high. We retraced. We're going a bit sideways now. It could stay sideways before going up. It could even try to come like, it could in that sideways movement, it could try to like come back like closer to the low, maybe even go to 4,300. We have this range here from like the low to the high. The low should hold. I think the low will hold. I think this low that we made is gonna hold. We're gonna try to push up. Like this thing could still come back down and still maybe even try to test 43.05 or I'd say even 4,300 area. I got like 3 prices marked. You see, like I got 42.95, 4,300, 43.05. So I got like those areas marked, 43.05, 4,300 area, or like a little bit below 4,300, 42.95. Like if price does go below here and tries to go a bit below 4,300, it could still potentially hold that. Yeah, a 4-hour watch. I think it's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours and some minutes left till this candle closes. I don't know. I don't think this one's just gonna shoot up. It's probably the next candles that would make the movement if we're going to get that push up or reversal. But yeah, 4,300. I like to go like, you know, when making a zone, like $5 above or $5 below. 42.95. Might come back to test. Even like if this candle closes bullish, the next candlestick could try to pull back. Like you could try to get like the next candlestick could start bearish, create like a wick potentially. Like, I mean, that would be like in a perfect scenario. Let's just say the next candle is gonna go up. Before it does, it could create like a wick on the candlestick. If this current candle closes bullish, it's a bad candlestick. It's pretty bad there. It's pretty bad. It's kind of a bad example, but like we could potentially like wick down on the open of the next candle. Maybe not like that, but trying to find a clear example. Like, I mean, if you look at the candlestick to the left here, you could see the next candlestick shot up aggressively. It didn't immediately. If you look at it, it actually has that wick there. Look at this candlestick here. So that next candlestick, like, it comes down, fills the body of this candle, then goes up. So like if we get this candlestick closing bullish, potentially something like that, where the next candle starts going down, but that ends up creating a wick to push up more. So if you're, yeah, it could hold, like I said, 4305's holding, like 4300, 4305's holding right now. There's like a big zone here that price is holding. I think the movement, if it's gonna push up, would happen on the next candlestick or the next two candlesticks. So it could be like an 8-hour trade, 8-hour potential movement, depending on, again, like how this one closes. This one you can see, if you look to the right here, has 2 hours left. So in 2 hours, if it closes bullish, then I'd be watching that next candlestick for pullbacks. It just pushed up, but literally came right back down. Probably going to come back to test 4305 or 4300 area. The lowest that I would anticipate it to go is like 42.95. 42.95 would be like the lowest. But there's still time. There's still like 2 hours till this candle closes. So it could be the next, like after this candle, the next two candles are the ones that could actually move. Not a lot of like strong bullish closes. Last 2 weeks were pretty up and down. I mean, to the left would be like the best example when I say like a rejection candle. This candle here, that was on a Friday, not the best time. That was on a Friday. We'll probably get one of those types of candles, or if it would be good to see us get a candlestick like that above 4,300. Above 4,300 would be good. Yeah, there's still 2 hours. Like, it was looking good there, but still time for it to fluctuate. You could, it'd be risky. Like, I trade like that a lot, where I anticipate candles to close in the direction. Like, price is obviously low, but you could still wait 1 more hour, 2 more hours, see how this candlestick is going to finish. If it closes above 4,300 bullish, that's a good sign. Then I think the next candlestick has a higher probability to go up. This candle, because the time might have been a hard trade to catch, because like the time, it was on a Friday. This candle up here was last night. So like the opposite. That was right at 43.50. 43.50. So like, see last night, a rejection candlestick would be like this. I think I put something in smaller candlesticks. I put something in Discord the other day. This would be one example. Like, there's different types of bullish rejections or bearish rejections. This would be just one example. At a support level, at a resistance level. Right now, we're like at a support level on gold. You can see to the left, we have like a big zone here. Look last night. So example, last night, gold's at a resistance level. It actually tapped 43.50 last night. I didn't even notice that until like this morning. And like, yeah, that candle went up for a bit. Like, this would have been a green candlestick at one point. Just like this one's maybe about to turn red. You can see at the moment. Eventually it closed bearish, but look what the next candlestick did. So the next candlestick didn't just drop. You can always get entries on the next candlesticks, because they usually pull back. For example, like, see here, this has a wick on it. So like, this went up at one point. This was a bullish candlestick at one point, and then it came down, closed. The next candlestick would have opened bullish. So the next candlestick was green, but it literally just trades into again, this wick here, rejecting it. Like, depending on like how this candle finishes tonight, or even the next one, it doesn't even have to be this candlestick, because it's flipping bearish right now, but it still has hour and 58 minutes, like 2 hours left. So it's still a good amount of time. Like, it looked bullish there, now it's bearish, but in the last 15 minutes of the candlestick, it could go to its direction that it wants to go. Like, you still have like 2 hours, and like, it's easier to tell maybe in like the last 20 minutes, the last 30 minutes, even like the last 10 minutes, because the candlestick will show its true direction literally a lot of times in the final minutes of it. So it's kind of where patience plays, not over guessing. I was looking bullish there. Now it's like, okay, still this candle, still the same thing. Like, I got the window open. This candle's still okay to keep an eye on and see if it closes bullish. If it doesn't close bullish, then I think the market would try to go down into the wick more and then find that candlestick lower. Like, I think it would try to create a bit more of a continuation and try to go lower if it doesn't close bullish. But I'm telling you, there's time for it to move. See how it looks in 2 hours. If it doesn't, just wait out. Wait. If this doesn't close bullish, then I would just wait. Wait to see how the candlestick afterwards. Because it might just try to come down into the wick more if it doesn't close bullish. But yeah, bullish close above 4,300 would be good. Last night there was a bearish close at like 2 a.m. like London session. It's been going down since last night. There's a long wick over here. Whatever time frame, it doesn't matter the time frame. It's important to wait for a rejection. For example, like here. So right now I'm on the 1 hour chart, and like here, for example, I'll show a few examples. Like, oh, here's a perfect one. Like, see this? Whatever time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute. Like, if you have like a strong bearish move like this, where the candles are just going down. It's important to wait for rejection. Like here, you see the 1 hour really flips. So I mean, you avoid like the wrong trade, like a trade you don't want to be in. Like you don't want to be buying here, here, here. You'd rather be buying after this candle, or at least on that candle, right? So I mean, if you look at all these candles, they all close bearish. Like there's all just these bearish candlesticks here, here, here. Until then. So it doesn't matter the time frame. Even here, like look at all these green candles. This is going up. All these green candles. So I mean, sells maybe on this red candle, but that didn't work. But still, like before that, there's so many green candles. Up here, you can see finally like some rejection, some actual like rejection candlesticks coming up here. I mean, even if the trade, like, because there's a lot of times gold's like just dropping like excessively or rising. Like these, I'm used to catching the dips, like these moves. When it dips off, when it sells off, I'm good at catching those. But it's important to wait, like not chase that first 1 or 2 candles, or even 2 or 3 candles that just drop a lot. The market will test your patience, and it'll always show you, like if you were patient, there's usually like a trade at the end of the drop or even the rise. I'm usually good at catching like those dips where price sells off. Caught one this morning. If you guys are in the inner circle, that trade signal I sent today was the right timing. I sent a trade, for example, today I sent a buy on gold at 11:47. That was after all this happened. So that was after I sent a buy. See the 30-minute? I sent a buy after this candlestick right here. It looks like we're coming back to 4,300. You can still just wait. Honestly, you don't have to jump in gold. Like I'm in a trade on gold that's in a bit of a drawdown now. You can still wait for that 4-hour rejection. But this morning I caught a signal on gold. There was a few things, but even if you just look at like rejection candlesticks, you could have caught the same trade in a way. By just simple thing, like you see this 1-hour candle. And I was looking at like the 30-minute, the 15, and even the 5-minute. So it was like the 1 hour was extremely dropping. There was no 1-hour rejection. Like the 1 hour was like dropping a lot on gold. There's no 1-hour rejection. But like inside of here, the 30-minute started rejecting really nice, and the 15-minute. Like the 30-minute candle had a really nice rejection. Meanwhile, the 1 hour is like extremely bearish. I like seeing like before, like if you spend enough time with gold, like see this candlestick and the next candlestick just drops. It's sometimes good to see those types of moves if you're not in a trade knowing like there could have been a lot of buyers here, but they got taken out. Price will usually quickly reverse. So whatever time frame, direction, like here might have been a buy. Sometimes like the first trade I see or the trade I want to take, I don't take it right away. I let the market kind of show me. Even sometimes it can be wrong. It's good. And this morning was just like the right timing. I don't always if there's just so many times you could see a trade or a potential trade. I don't always just chase the first trade I see. If I see a trade, and I usually just stay extra patient, and sometimes let that trade get invalidated. And at times it'll be at times it just having that extra patience can show you where you might have taken an L. When you have extra patience, 4,300 got tapped. Sometimes when you have that extra patience, you see spots you would have taken an L, or you might have been in a trade, and then that better opportunity entirely presents itself. Just an extra layer of patience can get you in self-aware situations where you're just damn, I probably would have taken an L if I was in the market there. Or I might have taken a buy there. I might have taken a sell there. Last night, I almost took sell. I swear I almost took sells on gold on this candle last night. And then I didn't. And I was happy I didn't. But then I was yo, there might be a sell now type of thing. Or today, looking at the market, the buy I took was here. And it's normally I probably would have taken a buy before that. I was just extra patient. The first trade I was maybe going to take, I was you know what, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to chill. And yeah, I'll tell you, at times doing that can help build some self-awareness. When you're just extra patient and you don't take that first trade that you want, or every trade that you want to take, and you just wait extra long, there'll still be opportunities there that you can catch on to. Because when you're out of the market, I wasn't looking at all this, and then I started looking at price when it was here. I remember in the morning, 9:30, and just kind of ignored it. And I remember when price was down here, I was maybe there's probably a buy then. It's probably a good setup here. And then I just started looking at the candles, and it lined up, took the confirmations. So sometimes you just gotta put an extra layer of patience on yourself. And I'm telling you, opportunities will rise. They will rise. There was a nice reversal. I was not on the chart. There was a nice head and shoulders pattern, nice reversal here in price last night, and then it dumped down. It's holding that 4,300. It just tapped 4,300 real quick and went a little bit underneath it, probably by a dollar or two, maybe just a dollar. Barely went underneath it, but tapped 4,300. That 40 right now it's still in that 4,305, 4,300 area. We got 4,295 here. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna hold. We'll see. It's just about letting price play out. Not doesn't have to play out right now. It could play out through the rest of the night, but I want to see, I said, if this low holds. How we looking though? How we looking? 4,300 just got tapped again. Quick tap, bam. Maybe it recovers. Maybe it holds. 4 hour is still just kind of bearish and bullish. It was bullish. We saw at one point, but now it's bearish. More consolidating at the moment because it has these wicks on both sides. The top wick is bigger, but depending on how the body closes, that could change. This could go up a bit, and then they're pretty equal in size on the wicks right now, which is kind of showing some consolidation at the moment realistically. When you look at these, yeah, like the body is pretty equal now. So like, those wicks are not too far off in size, and so it's like kind of just consolidating, fluctuating right now, trying to find that closing direction. I said bullish closes above 4,300 could be good. Could be good if you get those bullish closes above 4,300. I'm gonna enter some positions on gold, to be honest. I already have a position. It's pretty much at break even. Pretty much at break even at the moment. Yeah, I mean, there's still an hour and 46 minutes left on this candle. You know, candlestick could still it still has an hour and 46 minutes, so it's not like it's confirmed yet. You could still wait, is what I was gonna say. You could still wait to see if it closes bullish. I think it will, but I could be wrong. Usually I'm right. Yeah, the body, it's just consolidating. Like, it's not bearish, it's not bullish, it's more consolidating, but it is lower, right? The market structure is lower. We just saw a fast move down that got eaten up really quickly under these lows. We saw a pretty fast, yeah, it was a pretty fast move down that got eaten up pretty quickly, right at $4,300 on the dot there. If you're scalping trades, like, you're waiting for the right price, gold's very reactive. It can always move a quick 40, 50 pips. Yeah, price is pretty much just like consolidating up, down. 4,300 got tapped. Like I said, not much more to really go over in terms of analysis on gold. Only other thing maybe to go over would be, other than that, we broke out of this resistance. I know we talked about this. There's like this multi-week resistance here that gold broke out of last week, which is around like 4,250. It's a pretty psychological level, just like below 4,300. We broke out of that, and right now we're looking at 4,300. It's kind of holding it, still above it, 4 hour. But yeah, like just last week, gold broke above this area here. Which, I mean, we could probably keep that area marked if we ever do try to go back. Like at the end of last week, gold like looks like it pretty much tried to retest that area, and where it broke out, like where it made this high, came all the way back. Like really, really closely here, you could see how gold retested this area. And that was like a multi-week resistance level we broke out of. So structure here looks like bullet, like behind us, like looking at the chart, going back, looking at the chart, you know, like we got that resistance we broke out of. Shit looks bullish to me. I think it'll maybe hold on the 4 hour. So that right now, like 07, 36. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's trending above that. Like we broke out of that extremely bullish. Like we have this little area here. Like you could see this supply candle. Like market made demand there. It like came right back into there. Almost all the way back to like this candle that broke out the resistance. And ripped up. I don't know, if everything up here fails, then it's like I'll probably be waiting for like, if we don't hold this area, I'll probably just be waiting for like that area or like the next bigger area if that stands out, which to me is like down there, like really when you zoom out on the chart. If we don't hold here, let's say tonight on the 4 hour, I'll probably just chill, wait, let the market try to find like the next key area that really looks good on the charts, that looks good on the 4 hour. Maybe it's down there. This 4 hour, see the 4 hour is going back and forth. Like one moment it was bullish, one moment it's bearish. Now it's consolidating, kind of flipping a bit bullish right now. There's still time though. There's still an hour and 41 minutes left on it. But ideally we want to see it close bullish. Like I said, let me check out the chat. What are you guys saying in the chat? I like to use the forex.com. Yeah, I like forex.com. I'm mainly used to it. I'll switch between both. Some people said in the chat. Well, you got Oanda if you, so I go here. So if you look at here, I got XAU. I got more than one XAU. So this will be the Oanda one right here, which has a bullet. The last candle actually looks, it's not the most, it's not like the strongest bullish close. So I have a lot of time. So one thing is like I have a lot of time on gold. It's like the only thing I've watched and traded the last like years. So I've spent a lot of time looking at both, like forex.com, Oanda. I like to trade the one, like I like to look at the one that looks the clearest. Like I switch between both because sometimes the candlestick can be a bit different because of the closing and opening time between Oanda and forex.com. Like right now, yeah, right now you see like this one has 40 minutes left on it. Oanda's isn't bad. It's rejected. Like Oanda, like it's the same market. Like it's the same market. It might be a little confusing, but because Oanda and forex.com, their candlesticks like close 1 hour. It's just like 1 hour difference from each other on the 4 hour when they open and close. So you might see some candles that look a little bit different. Like genuinely they're like the same. Like genuinely like they are the same. Like see like this candle on forex.com is a bearish candle. And then you have like, you know, also bearish up here, right? So it's like genuinely the same. I like forex. I prefer to look at forex.com personally. But like you'll often see me just kind of switching between both. I mean, Oanda showed some rejection on the last candle, maybe like an inverted hammer, not the strongest bullish candle there. But if this closes bullish, then it's like, see, like this will close bullish. If Oanda closes bullish, which it looks like it will, then like this is closer to closing bullish, flipping bullish, which is like good. I see better moves on this chart. I don't know, for me. Like Oanda, I'm like, okay, Oanda, 38 minutes till it closes. It looks like it's consolidating bullish here. There's some like rejection. Forex.com, flipping bullish. So that push up. What's silver doing? I like to sometimes look at what silver's doing. Dollar. USD CAD. Platinum's pushing up. The metals are bullish right now. Like all the, even like platinum's about to go up. From the looks of it, it is. Platinum's going up. Silver's high up in price. Silver, look at the 1 hour candle on silver. How's gold 1 hour? Gold 1 hour. We saw gold just come down on the 1 hour. Remember? Or like flip back up, 30-minute. Nice wick there. Gold doesn't look bad to me. Like it's holding 4,300. We came all the way back to 4,300 today. Let's see. I think 4,300 might hold tonight. Maybe we're right. Let's see. 1 hour and 37 minutes till the candle closes. Still time. Still time. We seen it go up. Well, we seen it bullish, and then we seen it flip down. This candle went up, and it's come down. Now it's here. It's fluctuating. It's trying to find that closing direction. I think it's going to try to close bullish. Like, that's what I want to see. That's what it looks like. Like, it makes sense. 4-hour chart. Like, I like to look for concrete moves down on the 4-hour to, like, buy the dip. Solid moves down that happened on the 4-hour. There wasn't a lot last week, really, or last 2 weeks. Where's that? Chill night, Monday. Yo, gold doesn't look bad though, guys. Look at the 4-hour. Keep an eye on it. Doesn't look bad. Might get some bullish movement up. Like I even said earlier, 4305, 4300 area. It is holding 4300 so far. Bullish close above 4300. Good signal. Strong signal, I think, for gold. And I look at like the candlestick time. So it's like if I'm taking a buy, which I'm in buys. Let's say the candlestick closes bullish. It's more of a time trade for me if I'm using the 4-hour a lot of times, because the candlesticks are 4 hours, right? So like, for example, if you're selling like this candlestick, for instance, if you're selling on this candlestick, it's like, okay, the next 4-hour candle's probably going to go down. So it's more about, okay, I'm trying to hold for that 4-hour candle. Like, I'm not looking for 20 pips, 50 pips. It's more like, let me hold the next candlestick out and see how far the next candlestick gets. So I like, it could be like, let me hold for 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, right? Maybe you'll get the most out of that one candlestick. Or it's like, let me hold for 8 hours. I'm going to hold this for 8 hours. So I know I'm going to be holding for 2 candles, right? So it's like, if I'm getting my entry, if I'm getting an entry on a 4-hour candle, it's like, okay, I got my 4-hour confirmation. I could think of the trade in terms of candlesticks. Like, that next candlestick is either going to go up or down. If it doesn't go down, then it's like, okay, I could invalidate the trade. But I know within 4 hours, it's like 3 to 4 hours, it should go my direction. If not, maybe it's invalidated then. Or it could be, if I'm thinking longer, if I'm trying to get the most maybe out of a trade, I got to be thinking like 8 hours. Then I got to be thinking like 2 candles. Maybe like, okay, if I hold this for 2 candlesticks, that's 8 hours. Let's see. So it's like, okay, if this closes bullish, let me hold it for 4 hours. That's 1 candle, right? Okay, let me hold it for 8 hours. Maybe don't look at the trade so long, because 8 hours is a good amount of time. You're probably going to look at the trade at some point, but you can see this thing's flipping back up. This thing's flipping back up. Habanero. I don't know what I was about to say jalapeno. This thing's flipping up. Ah, my phone died. I need to plug that one in. 4,300. Still above. Still holding. So you be thinking about your trade especially when you get a 4-hour. It's like, if you are buying on this candle, like, see this green one down here, and you get like a solid confirmation. It's like, okay, bullish rejection. Let me hold for the next 4-hour, or let me hold for the next 8-hour, right? It's like even down here, like, see, you got like a bullish candle here. It's like, okay, let me hold for the next 8 hours. If it's like, okay, let's see what the next 30 minutes does. It's maybe too little of a time to think to get the most out of price. You have to be like, that's one way that I've thought of trades to hold. That's one way I've thought of trades that I wanted to hold on. Like, okay, I got my confirmation. I'm gonna hold this for the next 2 candlesticks. Let's see what these next 2 candlesticks do with price. You can see 4,300, a live example of literally whole numbers in action. 4,300 held. I did mention I was entering some trades. Swing till 4,350. Yeah. Next two candles, maybe three. It would be like, so like 4,350. How many candles would that take? 3 candles, maybe 12 hours, maybe 4 candles. It came to get down here. It took 4, 8, 12 hours, maybe not even. So it's like thinking the next candle, maybe the next 3 candles, if you're trying to go for like 4,350. Right, that's a good push. It wouldn't happen in the next candle, unless the like you can see to the left, one candlestick shot up as much as it did, so it could go as much in one. Like look at this candle to the left. 4,350 would be fire. If it went to 4,350 on this trade, where let me see, 7,000. How many candles would swing to 4,350? If you have a target like that, aim for like 4,340, 4,345. Four hours not looking bad. Like I said, we still got time. Hopefully it doesn't flip bearish in the last like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. But it looks good for now, the time being. We have a big day tomorrow with the market, though. Like tomorrow's NFP on a Tuesday, 8:30 in the morning. We have NFP, and the forecast is looking negative. The forecast depends on how accurate and what the actual numbers come in as compared to the forecast, but I mean, the forecast is expecting unemployment to go up. It's also employment change numbers drop. So we have like, from the looks of it here, it's more of like a negative forecast for the dollar or for this USD news tomorrow. It's 4 hours, not looking bad at all at the moment. I know there's time on it. I don't want to get too excited about it ahead of time. We got people screaming 4,350 in the chat. Let's see if we get there. I'll try here. I'll do this trade to like 4,340. I could probably, this could still pull back to my entry again. Like this is the second time it's in profit. The next candlestick, like it kind of like it's easier to draw it out because I could draw the candles better drawing them out. Because it just like fits better. But how many candles have come down? Like 4. So like we're maybe getting that rejection candle coming in on gold, maybe. That's not even gonna fit like I wanted it to. Never mind. I'm just trying to do it here. Next candle could, depending on even where this finishes, like the next candle could still try to wick down, have like a pullback on it, start bearish, then go bullish. But it's looking good so far. It's looking good so far. We'll see. I'll try to hold this out for, if this 4 hour closes, then I'm gonna try to hold for like obviously the next candle, but probably 2 more candles, like 8 hours. If this one closes bullish, okay, next candle should go up. Doesn't mean the next candle can't start bearish. The next candle, like I said, could try to form like a wick on it. That would probably bring it back down to like 43.10 or 43.05. Look, it's already engulfing. We might be engulfing the candlestick to the left there. So it's like next candle could maybe wick down. It's a bad candle. See what I mean? Like, why can't I freaking won't let me draw the candle? Let's make, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Next candle could potentially, like, now it's engulfing. Like, we're engulfing. We still got time, but look at this. This is engulfing. Look at gold now. Y'all thought I was crazy. 4,300 got tapped. I did tell you guys 4,300, 4,305 area. Now look. Who's that crazy one now? Who is that crazy one now? Probably this candle's gonna close bullish. Next candle, like wick entry, pullbacks on it. Runs up to like 43.20s, 43.25. Oh, it's crazy. I even told you guys earlier. I took this trade earlier. I took this trade live earlier with the stream I did earlier. I feel like it still, because it has time. Still has time. It could wick back. Maybe top 43.10, 43.08, like areas. Same pattern as last night. Yeah, structure looks the same as last night. Nice. Yeah, because the 4 hour is flipping right now. But it has an hour and 25 minutes left on it. So it could still go up and push. Next 4 hour opens. Next 4 hours is gonna either continue or start with a pullback, then continue. Like hour and 24 minutes. I don't want to try to predict too much ahead of time, but so far we've been right. Where's the low at? There, yeah, the low came at 43.05, closed at 43.05. Like the next candle could try to come back into again, like here. Depending on where this closes, like if this goes to 43.18, if the body goes up more, the next candle pull back on the next candle before continuing, potentially. Good flip there. It's a good flip. I don't know if any of you guys got in. I did say I was in. I did mention this earlier too on stream. Is the daily just gonna push up? Maybe. Look at the 4 hour right now though, really pushing right now. So the higher this candle goes with the time remaining, like it's not just gonna go skyrocket one shot, but the higher this goes, closer to its close, like more interesting it gets. It's definitely flipping though. Still the same plan as when I said when I got on. Like I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this out. We're up 1,700 right now on this trade. Plan is to see how the 4 hour closes and try to hold for the next 4 hour. We could try to see that. This candle's engulfing now. We're engulfing. We are engulfing the red one at the moment. We are engulfing it. That's good. That's a good sign. That's a strong sign at the moment. if that finish is like that now it's not finishing a small candle. Like I said, if it goes like 43.18, it's going to be engulfing this thing. Now it'll probably pull back. Now it'll more likely pull back on the next candle, especially if it finishes like this and we get like a stronger move up. But gold, 4,300. Yo, we talked about 4,300 yesterday. It's just ripping right now. We're just ripping, boys. We're just ripping. So let's see, 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute just broke out. Like you could still, again, like I know gold, it's very sporadic. Like it's at 16 right now. It could come back down to 10, 310. If you're not involved, if you're not in gold. But maybe now this is where I look at like different prices, different zones. It's like, okay, 4,300's holding, but it's like 4,305, 4,310 for like pullback entries. I think next pullback would be like a pullback entry. 4,300 held and it broke structure up on this 5 minute. We got like a big shift up. 4 hour looks good. If this 4 hour can close bullish, look for like pullback entries on gold. This 4 hour can close bullish. In times like this, you could actually get out of it. In time, like I could probably get out of this trade, take the profit. Like I could probably, I might try to do it to show an example of it. I could probably get out of this trade, take the profit off the table, and use that profit on my next entry as like risk. And I'm not gonna get the same entry, but I might get a little bit relatively higher. Like I could probably close. This trade was almost up $2,000 there. You guys saw a couple minutes ago. Me, with the way I know gold, like I know it's not just gonna go up one straight shot. It's probably gonna take like 2 more candles at least to do that, or the next candlestick, right? So like movements like this, like just to teach you guys a lesson, I could close this trade, take the profit, and essentially try to re-enter like the same position, maybe around relatively around the same price, or it might be a bit higher up in an instant like this. But I call it like scalping into like a swing. I like to do it because it helps me like quickly book some profit. I quickly take the profit and I still reassess the same position for like a bigger move, but I'm using that profit as risk. So I'm able to quickly scalp or day trade something real quick, take some profit, use that profit on the next trade. I mean, like I bet with this position here I could close it and re-enter and still find a profitable position again. We'll probably see, like I said, price close bullish, pullback entry next candle. Wait for this candle to close and you might be able to find more entries on gold. 43.10 or 43.05 area. I mean, if the next candle pulls down, if this candle closes bullish and the next candle like pulls down, it'll probably end up having a move up. That next leg up. I know gold well, and like it's very sporadic. It could quickly pump. Like moments like that where it trades really going. Oftentimes I'll get out and wait for that first big pullback to just get back in. Four hours not looking bad though. Is anybody in gold? I did mention to you guys I was in gold. This trade I took live earlier on stream. So let's see what happens tonight. It looks pretty good at the moment. We got some time left. Dollar is bearish. I noticed dollar had a pretty bearish day yesterday. We can see. Pretty strong bearish day. I mean, NFP tomorrow, so dollar already dropping off to like start the week. Maybe NFP tomorrow. Forecast is negative. Now that doesn't mean the forecast is gonna, or that doesn't mean it's gonna come in negative, but a lot of times the market will price in the sentiment, the forecast before the event. So maybe the dollar is going to start bearish because the forecast is bearish. Yesterday was a pretty bearish day on DXY. Like down, up, still like the candle, how it moved. Moments like this, I like to watch for pullbacks. Like if buyers are in control for gold, like I like to look for pullback entries. Like I like good dips down. I like to scale in small pullback entries. If you can find some good pullback entries, I think that'll align with the 4 hour. You get that 4 hour bullish close, you get good pullback entries. It lines up with the 4 hour direction. 4 hour close, pullback entries, there's alignment there. That's what I like to do. I like to find like a good solid 4 hour direction and then find like a trade within that 4 hour confirmation, 4 hour direction solidified. And then I'll look for literally pullbacks on like a 5-minute chart if I have a good 4 hour direction confirmed. Like if this candle closes bullish, I'm literally watching like the 5-minute for pullbacks, the 15-minute, 5-minute for pullback entries. So try to go with like what I'm seeing on the 4 hour, because it's like I think the next 4 hour candles will go up. Still have an hour and 15 minutes, but price looks good. That $4,300 reaction was strong. Gold broke up. Like look what the 5-minute just did. It completely broke up. Like took out this high, took out these highs to the, like taking out this high to the left, grabbing it. So just completely, there was a strong move just starting there on the 5-minute even. Yeah, I think if you're not in gold, like you could still wait this 4 hour out and look for pullback entries on the 4 hour. Especially because it looks like it's going to engulf this candle. If it engulfs that candle, then it's good to look for like pullback entries. Usually engulfing candles get retraced. So it'll be like retrace the engulfing candlestick a bit. Next candle, continuation up. So let's see. I mean, we'll see how this plays out later. It's 4 hour chart, so you know, next candle is really going to be a key one once this one finishes. It's pretty much there's time, to say the least. I went over 4,300 earlier, though. So overall, guys, like to wrap things up, or to some, you know, we're gonna wrap things up in a few. Like we're still above 4,300. I know we talked about 4,300 yesterday, and on the stream that I did earlier. So I think it's key if we, as long as we hold above 4,300. This is where I start to look at, okay, like 4,300 might not be an option anymore. It's gone. It's kind of far away. So I start to look at other options. Okay, what would be the next best price? Maybe 4,305, right? Now that's actually why I have an entry at 4,305 here, because, and I could have got at 4,300 realistically if I just waited a little longer, but 4,305. This is where I start to look at mark like other prices, like okay, maybe we can come back to 4,305 on the next candle, or 4,308, 4,309, closer to 4,310. Like in a situation like this, maybe where the 4 hour has taken some direction and it's going, like, okay, I could think about some other prices. 4,300 might not be an option, but maybe I can get 4,305, or between 4,305 and 4,310. inside of like pullback entries. If the market pulls back, maybe it pulls back to 43.10 or it goes a bit below it. I get even better price between that. That's where I start to kind of think like this. In a scenario, in a situation like this, where with the market's moved, how it's moved, and now it's above a price. It's at 43.15. It's like I want to buy at 4,300, or I really want to buy at 43.05, but the market might not offer those prices. But it could still stay in the same context of like, okay, this candle closes bullish, next candle goes up, and you could get like a 43.10, maybe a 43.08, maybe in between that area before that next candle continues up. That's where I'll start to think like this, all right? But keep an eye on the 4 hour. Like I said, we're still above 4,300, so that's good. It's good. I think we're gonna hold. That's pretty much what this whole session was about. $4,300 potentially holding, or 43.05, and the last session. See what happens, y'all. If this thing swings up to 43.50, I'm gonna hold this 4 hour. I'm gonna keep holding this. I'm gonna hold through the next 4 hour. See where we get. Might throw a movie on for an hour or two. Block out some of the price. Keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm probably gonna do that. Eat my chicken. I got more chicken. Gotta finish my chicken. Yeah, look at where we are in the daily. Are we above here? I think above these candles. Good spike up. Daily, those wicks don't look the nicest, but the 4 hour, I like what I see. This is like pullback, so it just broke up, so it's like maybe going into like a pullback time too. There's still like 1 hour left till the candle finishes. I think it's gonna close bullish because of what we just saw in the last like hour. I swear you don't have to chase price always. When you see extreme green candles like that, you don't gotta chase the price and jump in. You could honestly wait till you get that $5, $4 pullback, $6 pullback, whatever, a decent pullback. Because if a big green candlestick confirms your bias or it triggers you, just wait for the pullback. Usually gold will give you that pullback, whether it's like a $5 pullback or more. It just went from almost 43.18 to 43.11, so 43.17 to 43.11, so just dropped like $5-6 there. Those types of pullbacks can help you like start to scale in like small. That's why you'll often see me put like multiple entries on my trades. I'll usually scale in to my positions, and I usually try to get in on pullbacks or find lower prices that go with my overall bias. But yo guys, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this session up in like 5 minutes, probably like 5-10 minutes here. It's 8:51. I'm gonna wrap it up at like 9 o'clock here in the next 10 minutes. Keep an eye on the 4 hour. We went over a lot already about it and why. Hope you guys understand everything, alright? Hopefully I wasn't confusing. Simple stuff, nothing crazy we went over tonight. Simple stuff. Let's see what happens with gold. See, you could always, like, I could have got out of that trade. See, this is what I mean. Like, this is gold for you. I could have got out of that. Took the $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $1,800, whatever profit, and relatively got not a better entry, or I could start to scale in probably the same position, right? Gold's really, if you usually see like something on the 4 hour for gold, it's gonna take time. It's not just gonna go one shot. So you could always like, I always end up in situations like that with gold when I see like a good setup on the 4 hour. I'll take it. It'll go into profit. It'll come back to the entry, or even if it doesn't come back to the entry, it could still relatively provide like a bit higher of an entry, and the setup can still be there. Usually a lot of trades that I take. Usually a lot of trades I take are like that with me and gold. Even now, 43.10. It was just almost at 43.18. It's just dropped like $7 now. So don't chase price when it's running like that. Wait for even pullbacks like this. Like this is a decent pullback now. 4 hour hasn't closed bullish yet, but we're still above. It's got 1 hour left. 1 hour and 6 minutes. I mean, you could see, like, I'm assuming it's going to close bullish. That's why I'm in the trade already. I'm going with, you know, the idea that 4,300 is going to hold. That's where I'm able to catch moves like that, like you guys just saw, maybe a bit early, before the bigger move. But still, like, I could still, like, I didn't have to take this trade or any other trade. And could still be, this thing could still be setting up, right? Like, this still could be, like, you know, setting up for a bigger move. It's at 43.10. The next candle opens in 1 hour. The next candle could still wick down to 43.05. Maybe between 43.10, 43.05. This candle's done a lot, yo, for the last like hour we've been on. We saw it go up, we saw it go down, we saw it go all the way up. It was about to engulf this candle, but now it's like below it, which isn't bad. It still looks good. Like if it closed like this, it's a good candlestick. It's not bad. If it can close a bit higher, that would be nice. Watching candlesticks 101. Fun job. It's a fun job, but it can pay you, yo. It could pay you. I was up almost $2,000 there. Damn it. Trying to go for the bigger move, though. Can pay you watching candlesticks, or it can give you a good understanding about them, too. Watching candlesticks is what we do. It's fun times. Pretty fun times. So about 1 hour left until this one finishes. It's not engulfing, but it's a green candle. It's good. It's looking like we're getting rejection. Let's see if we're right. We'll know in pretty much like 8 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. That's when the next candle finishes, in 5 hours. Yeah, maybe we push up like into London session, because the next candlestick, once this one finishes, goes into like London session. Finishes at like 2 a.m. See, 43.08. Market's coming down. It might even come down to 43.05. It might come literally back to my entry. This candle still hasn't finished. So that's the thing. These candles fluctuate. You can get a good sense of like what they'll do, or catch them as they're like kind of getting ready to reject. But this still hasn't closed. Now it's flipping back down, pretty much consolidating. It could still come to 43.05, 4,300. I know gold very well, and I know when like it's gonna, when it could do something, or I know when it could do one thing or the other a lot. So even so, same thing. This could close bullish. Next candlestick now could find even like a bit lower of a price. Have that same push up, same move up. Keep an eye on it. I'll be on maybe later. I don't know. Probably. Because 1 hour. Maybe like 3 hours. What time would that be? Midnight? 11, midnight? Okay. Maybe like 2-3 hours. I'll be back on. Because I'm in this trade, so I'm gonna be awake for the night, watching it. See if it plays out. See, it's flipping bearish already. I'm still holding it. Still gonna hold it out for this candle. And see how it closes. If we don't close bullish, I might close the trade, but I do think we're going to close bullish in this area. Yeah, I'm still just going to hold it out and wait a couple hours. I'm going to wait for this candle and the next one. Well, this candle is going to be done in 1 hour. We're about to get a bullish close there. Doesn't look the greatest on a Wanda. Maybe this thing can push up in 2 minutes. That's why I usually I'm used to doing analysis on this chart, forex.com, but I go between both. This candle has an hour left on it, so it'll be interesting to see how this one closes personally for me. Yeah, big pullback. That's why you don't got to chase those candles. Huge pullback right now. Like even this would be a way better entry. It's between 43.10, 43.05. Still above 4,300. So like I said throughout the whole session tonight, if we get that bullish close above 4,300, it's, I think, a solid trade setup for gold. I still think it'll push up, but I'm going to wrap it up for the night. It's about 9 o'clock here. Yeah. What time is it? That's going to be it for me. This is like, it's right now at a good re-entry, and coming to one like way better than price was just at 43.18 almost, and it just dropped down to like 43.05 there. It's coming to one from the looks of it here, like about to be maybe at one soon. 43.10 out of the picture. Zones would be like I said, 43.05, 4,300, or 42.95, 4,300. If you get a bullish close, like how we were about, like how it was looking, and it's above 43.10, then 43.10 is not as bad. Depends on where this candle closes. I'd say stop loss would have to be like around the wick, like pretty big stop loss, like near this wick. But looking for a big move on gold, like pip wise, a lot of pips. I'd say outside of 42.95, because you got 43.05, 4,300, 42.95 area. There's a big area there. That's looking like it's trying to create support. Oh yeah, crypto. Sad day there. Gold is better to trade right now than crypto. Yeah, I'll see everybody next session. I might jump back on in 2-3 hours. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Let's see how this candle closes in 1 hour. Going to go eat. And I think I'll jump back on closer to 11 o'clock. Once this candlestick's done as well, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to hold it out and see how this one finishes tonight. That's going to be it. I'll be on a bit later, if anything, or tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace. I'm going to wrap it up for the night now. Peace, peace, peace. Keep an eye on this. 4 hour. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It's time. There's 58 minutes. You guys just saw what happened in like the hour and whatever we've been looking at this thing. This thing went up, this thing went down, then it went back up. So for the time that we've been watching it, it's done a lot. Like it could close back bullish. Hopefully it doesn't close bearish. It could go right back up. It's not done yet. There's 58 minutes, and you can see for the time we've been on it, it's moved quite a bit. Up and down both ways. Still green at the moment. Like it's still giving us some bullish signs, right? So the stronger we get that green towards the finish, the better. I would still try to go with the same plan. Like if it closes bullish, like a strong bullish, it doesn't have to close all the way up here. Like see how small this candle was? It doesn't have to be a huge candle. Even if it were to close like how it is right now, yeah, like see how it is right now. If it were to close how it is right now, that's pretty good even. A bit stronger would be better. If we close at like 43.11 or 43.12, that would be great. But it's still holding like that 4 hour. There's still time. Like, I'm not trying to predict the next 57 minutes, but I'm going with my gut and what I see. Still think we'll close bullish. That's what I think. That's my opinion. For those asking in the chat. So you got 57 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Let's see if the next candlestick does what we think it's going to do. If not, we'll probably have to wait for like London session or tomorrow even for the next setup, because tomorrow's NFP. So if this goes down, I don't see it going down here though. I don't see it going down. So let's see. One thing at a time. One setup at a time. We plan the next setup if this doesn't go up. One setup at a time. Yeah, like if the 4 hour can close above the red one, that's even good too. If it closes like 43.13, 43.12, like if it closes up there, that's good. You know, stronger. Look at this one. See, we got see, consolidation, rejection. This is probably gonna go up. Next candle, like if we can close there, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good here to me. It's looking good to me. It's been some crazy movement, but like if this one, look, it might still engulf this, and to me that's a good sign if it does, which is like 43.13, 43.12 ish. If this body goes up more. We're almost there, maybe. We're almost there. 4,300 is looking strong, yeah. Yeah, 4,300 held. It's looking strong. We even almost tried to come back to there not that long ago. See, we just barely missed 43.05. This thing might go right back up. And if it does, that next pullback is part of that 4 hour setup then. But it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. 4 hours lining up. 8 hours later, we're up here, all right? 8 hours from now, let's see. One candle at a time. This candle is almost done. 50 minutes left. Well, 54 minutes. Yo, it might be trying to engulf the red one. It might be trying to engulf the red one. It might be trying to. Look at Oanda. Oanda's starting off bullish. So Oanda has 4. So Oanda's like bullish here to me. So it tells me like this could go up. Probably. And if that goes up, it's like I understand this candle's gonna close soon, but the next candle's probably gonna go up. So they both look bullish to me. This one literally looks like it's trying to engulf the candle there, so that's a strong signal as well. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Let's see, fam. Let's see later. I'll jump back on in a couple hours. Turn your notifications on so you get a notification when I go live, but I'll drop a link in Discord 20 minutes before I do. Let's see how this